around here.
I bet they're just like the kids in the old neighborhood.
Now be careful on your way to school, though. You're not used to these streets, and there's a lot of traffic on some of them. Let's take another look at this map we drew. I want to make sure you know the safest way to get there.
This is our block.
It's a long block, all right. There's no intersection until you turn onto Main here at the alley.
This is it, right here.
Watch that alley. I've seen a lot of trucks go through there.
I will. Here's the street with the signals. Look, it's red.
You know what to do there.
Sure, Dad. Wait till it's green, and then look left, right, left again.
Stand on the curb while you wait, though. Oh, and watch out for cars turning right when the light's red. Drivers are allowed to do that in this state, and that's something new for you.
Okay. Here's the crosswalk. I know what to do there, too.
Good. Always use crosswalks. But remember to look first to be sure the car's going to stop before you leave the curb. The best way to tell is to watch the wheels.
I know. The teacher told us about that last year. The crossing guard is here, and there's the school.
Mm-hmm. Looks good. I've got some advice, though. When we walk on the streets, we have to assume responsibilities, just like when we drive. Use your own eyes and ears. Don't count on a driver or anybody else to look or listen for you. Okay?
Okay.
Hey, it's that time.
Better get going. Okay, bye.
Goodbye.
That was good advice Jimmy got. Let's see if he follows it, shall we? In a moment, we're going to have to make some choices about crossing the street.
Hey! How'd you go?
Jimmy's friend wants to cross the street here between a line of parked cars. How should he do it? First, he makes sure that no one is in the two parked cars where he's going to cross. If either car should move, he could be crushed. Then he moves to the outer edge of the car fenders and stops. He looks left, right, then left again before crossing the street.
Hey, my name is Mike. Mine's Jimmy. Hey, we're going across the street.
But suppose there's only one car parked on the street. Should he cross in front of it or behind it? Which would you choose? Did you choose to go in front of the car? Okay, let's see what happens. Let's put ourselves in the driver's seat of an approaching car and see how it looks from there. We can't see Jimmy's friend behind the parked car, and he can't see us. Obviously, crossing in front of the parked car was not the right choice, was it? But a lot of people make this bad mistake. Now let's watch Jimmy cross the street the correct way. He goes to the back of the parked car and stops on the curb. The driver of the approaching car can see Jimmy clearly, and Jimmy can see the car coming. Then he moves to the outer edge of the car and looks both ways to make sure the street is safe. Then he crosses quickly. He doesn't run, and he doesn't stop to play around in the street. Will Jimmy remember what his mother said about crossing the alley? He hears a truck coming and remembers, and it's a good thing he did. Not all drivers stop before coming out of an alley as they're supposed to. This means there's a traffic signal ahead. This is the usual signal, the kind on Jimmy's street. Yellow means wait, red means no, green means to cross if it's safe. Now, Jimmy and his friend are going to cross a street at a traffic light. They're going to make some mistakes. See if you can tell what they do wrong. Did you see the mistakes? Let's look at that again. They were playing instead of watching the traffic. What if those cars didn't stop? Another dangerous mistake. They ran across the street instead of walking. So let's go back and do it right. Stand back on the curb, look left, right, left. Watch the wheels to make sure the car is stopped. It's safe. Cross quickly, but don't run. Different places have different kinds of signals. Some have pedestrian signals that tell us what to do. Sometimes there are buttons to push to make the signal change to walk, like this. You have to wait a bit. This means to walk if it's safe, but remember to look for approaching vehicles. It's especially important to look left, right, and left again. What does this mean? Do you stop right there? Do you go back? No. Finish crossing the street if you've already started. But Jimmy shouldn't leave the curb to begin crossing. There isn't enough time. Don't walk means do not leave the curb. These signals are for our protection, and it's smart to do what they say. This is to tell drivers that a school is near here and to watch for children. This means a crosswalk is ahead where children cross the street. But sometimes drivers don't notice the signs.
Use your own eyes and ears. Don't count on a driver or anybody else to look or listen for you.
From here, we can see the motorcycle coming, but Jimmy and his friend can't.
Hey, wait!
Luckily, Jimmy had been listening and heard the motorcycle coming in time to stop his friend. Here's how it looks from the motorcycle. The motorcycle should stop when the car stops, especially at a crosswalk. But motorcyclists make mistakes too, and Jimmy's friend should have stopped and looked to be sure. When we walk on the streets, we have to assume responsibilities too. Some busy highways have overpasses high over the street so people can cross safely. Or underpasses under the street, like this one. But some places don't even have sidewalks. If you have no sidewalk to walk on, do this. Walk single file on the left side of the road facing traffic. You can see what's coming and get out of the way if you have to. In places where there is plenty of room like this outside of the city, it's all right to walk in a group as long as you stay well off the main roadway and face traffic. The more distance between you and the cars, the safer you are. Walking on the roadway at night can be very dangerous. Avoid it if you can. It's very hard for drivers to see you, so wear light-colored clothes with reflecting tape that shines in the headlights, and carry a flashlight if you have one. Use tape on your right arm and leg and across the shoulder like this. Just as there are special safety rules for walking on the road at night, there are also things to remember about walking in the rain and snow. Not everybody uses an umbrella, but if you do, don't let it block your view. Sometimes cars back out all of a sudden. Watch for backup lights, exhaust, brake lights. You have to watch. She gets the umbrella out of the way so she can see. All's clear. Wet streets can be slippery. It's a good thing no cars are coming. Cars can't stop as quickly as usual when the streets are slippery. Walk slowly and very carefully when streets and sidewalks are slick. If a car has to stop suddenly on a slippery street, the car may skid and go out of control. This can be an especially dangerous situation. Always pay attention. Look left, right, and left again, then cross quickly. Now let's get back to Jimmy and his friend on their way to school. Crossing guards are specially trained. They know how to keep you safe where traffic is especially heavy. So stay inside the crosswalk and do as they say, but use your own eyes too. A wrong move. Another car might come along and hit that open door, and her too. This is the wrong way. Let's do it right, like this, on the curb side. Good for you, Jimmy. cross at the crosswalk, right? It looks like it's going to be a good day for Jimmy. He's made some new friends already, and he got to school safely. That's the right way to start any day.